Hi again then guys, and welcome to another straight line speed build for Forza 6, this time as you can see for the Alfa Romeo 4C with all-wheel drive and a quad rotor conversion, which sounds pretty awesome, as a rotary always does. Now, as always, if you would like to just slap this build straight onto your car without following a tutorial, you can do so by using the keywords in the description below, as with all of my tunes, to just put it straight on the car. If though you prefer to do it yourself, then obviously this video is more geared towards you. So as far as the setup, as I already alluded to, I would recommend all-wheel drive, definitely the quad rotor engine conversion, and I would recommend fitting lightweight wheels for instance, because you can round this car quite nicely off to 900 PI points. As you can see, it's incredibly quick for acceleration, even without drag tyres. Now, I would recommend, as far as the gearbox, a final drive of 3.7, then individual gears of 2.7, 1.86, 1.4, 1.15, 0.95 and 0.76, and then for the rest, as usual, I've basically just rounded everything off, so there's plenty of room for variation. Neutral camber, neutral toe, I personally like a high caster angle on most of my cars. Then for the anti-roll, I've rounded off to 30 and 25. For the springs, 530 and 545, I would recommend a ride height of 4 inches front and rear. As far as the dampers, we've got those on 8 and 6 respectively. And finally for the diff, I would recommend a centre split, obviously on the all-wheel drive model in particular, of 80%. So, now let's, as we often do, take this out to the track to see if it can actually reach that pretty impressive top speed quote of 242 miles per hour. Now the Alfa Romeo 4C is a completely different vehicle of course to the 8C, but that pretty much goes without saying. The real ways in which it is different to a much more exotic vehicle like the 8C, which is based on Maserati mechanicals, is that this feels like much more of a hardcore track machine, whereas the 8C is more of an all-round luxury GT side of the exotic tree. That means that the 4C is of course lighter, it's more compact, more nimble, but when you convert it to all-wheel drive, put a quad rotor engine in and tune it up to around 800 horsepower, obviously the manners of the car are going to change considerably. Now as you can see, the top speed reaches that kind of 240 mile per hour region pretty easily. Not necessarily the full 242, but it's close enough. Now this car is a very strong contender for being a good all-round 900 PI point vehicle. It's got strong acceleration, strong top speed, the handling is really good due to its size, and it's just fun to drive. So if you do use this particular build, of course, for your Alfa Romeo 4C, obviously I hope you find it fun and fast it certainly is, and if you'd like to keep up with other tunes and builds like this that we've already done and that we will do, feel free to check out the playlist at the end of the video, or subscribe down below to see them as soon as they're released. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.